Hey guys, it's really great to have you here. To start with, could you please briefly introduce yourself and your company? What are you working on and for how long have you been doing it?
My name is Paul Shepherd. I'm an electrical engineer at Benchmark Space Systems, and we produce hardware for the small sat and CubeSat industry. And currently, our product lineup is propulsion system, chemical propulsion systems for small sats and CubeSats.
My name is Jim Brent, and I'm another electrical engineer here at Benchmark Space Systems, designing hardware using CAD at the moment.
That is great. And how were you collaborating on PCB design projects before you started using CADLAB? What systems were you using and basically what problems were you trying to solve?
Our company is a little over 2 years old now, and so when we got started, we immediately picked CADLAB as a way to do our circuit board collaboration. However, both of us came from other companies where, in my experience, the only method of collaboration was to actually sit down in a meeting physically with everyone present and to go over designs manually on a projector. And so it did not facilitate offline reviews and annotation the way that we like to do with software. So we appreciate that CADLAB.io brought that functionality where we can execute circuit board design reviews in it with exactly the same best practices that we do software design reviews.
Okay, I got it. And how did you discover CADLAB? What piqued your interest?
I was looking for design tools that supported both Eagle, which is the layout platform that we're using, and also GitHub. And so CADLAB was definitely the only tool that we identified that would work with Eagle files, but also work with GitHub as our repository for design data.
Amazing, it's great to hear this. And what were you able to do with CADLAB? What were the results?
So one of the nice things about CADLAB is that we're able to compare previous commits to our current one and see what changes we have done. And that's really, really helpful for us to track our changes. And if we have any annotations in those changes, you can say that, hey, we've corrected what you've annotated in CADLAB.
And that it provides the reverse delta comparison of what is fundamentally a visual file, whereas there's no other tools that seem to facilitate the same sort of reverse delta comparison that you can do on a code base, but in this case on visual design data.
Awesome. And what other areas of your work improved, and why do you think they improved?
It's really good. It helps us do design reviews asynchronously. So we don't have to be sitting in the same room. It allows us to work remotely to do our design reviews and to, again, to compare revisions of a schematic or a circuit board really effectively.
Okay, awesome. Can you please tell me why did you decide to start working with us? What factors were influencing your decision?
Fundamentally, it was a really good value. There are a lot of tools that look attractive, but the startup cost is prohibitive. And so for CADLAB, it was easy to take the plunge and experiment with it. And again, recognizing that we had picked a tool flow for both our design as well as our data storage, and CADLAB was able to integrate with both of, or was already integrated with both of those. Those were the two things that led me to that decision.
And in your opinion, why should someone listening take action right now and start incorporating version control system into their workflow?
Revision control is a universal challenge for those of us working on electrical hardware design. And we really need to learn that best practice from our brothers and sisters in the software world. Revision control is critical to producing high quality designs and not losing data, and controlling changes, especially when you have a team of designers. So that is, to me, why a tool like CADLAB is really critical, to be able to use revision control and incorporate feedback into those revisions is invaluable.
Awesome. Thank you very much for the interview, guys. And thank you for being our client for such a long time. Cheers.